baby. Yeah, bringing you the worst music in America. You know it. Hit me on Twitter at Mike Sean Radio. Yeah. I done been to IHOP, I done been to Waffle House, I done been to Diners too. I done been to Mama's house, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey, hey, hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. It's 5 in the morning, still I'm snoring. She's making grits and eggs. She's making those grits. At 5 in the morning, we could only be about to eat 2 things. She's making those grits. Cholesterol is high, but them grits is on my mind. You cook them so good, I can't deny. A heart attack is worth the ride. You make me wanna be home all the time. You're cooking them grits with steak at night. Can't be cooked by no beginner. Grits made by a winner. Them grits make me kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I gotta kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I done been to Cracker Barrel. I done been to Cozy Kitchen. I done been to Denny's too. Had some women try to feed me, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. You better make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night. If you make the grits and make them right, I make you feel so good at night. Just make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night. We the worst records.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my 6-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Every day. My son wears tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P. Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah, y'all. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It is April 14th, the day after my infamous anniversary. I shouldn't say infamous. For getting married the first time at 24 years old. I shouldn't say that. That's mean. That wasn't her. That wasn't her bad.
You still celebrate though.
That wasn't her bad. Did y'all? I didn't know y'all. Yeah, I didn't know y'all when I was 24. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't know y'all asses. All right, so everybody's here. I had already jotted down that. Well, Mo did. Well, y'all both here at 7 o'clock, so it's a tie. As long as y'all here to begin.
I was here yesterday. She wasn't, so it can't be a tie.
So no, today's a tie. Yesterday, so it's 6-3. Mo still it's 5-3. Mo has a 5-3 lead. A 5-3 lead so far.
How is that even possible?
It's a 5-3 lead so far. Yeah, we're keeping it every day. She beat you plenty of times. So
I called out appropriately. I didn't just not show.
I held that against you. I did hold that against you. I gave Jay a victory because you called out. Because I was about to give you a victory. I said
I was going to be late, and I still made it on time.
But I was going to to be fair, I was going to give Mo the victory if you didn't show up, even though you had car problems. So a no-show, that's just, I don't even know if that rule is fair. I don't even know if that rule
And
is fair. I'm gonna
technically,
be
it's
honest.
not
I
a
don't know. I don't
no-show. You can only compete when there is
Miss Parker.
when there's an opponent.
know. I just think whoever makes it here at 7, because we're gonna get into all
Rashida.
we're gonna have bylaws and shit. Next thing you know, there'll be
Morning.
laws will be amended and rules will be changed and shit. And
And
I don't know. All right, Mo, how was your night? How was everything going? How's your night last night?
it's good. I'm trying to adapt to getting more sleep.
Mm.
I'm
That's
trying
good.
to shut down everything. People still call me and ask me to do stuff. I'm trying to set my phone so that it doesn't ring.
Uh-huh.
Who knew that there was a sleep on the phone?
Oh, Jay got his that's his quote. My quote is "Love me for who I am and who you wanted me." Jay is like, real quick, one
Oh
more
no!
question.
Remember back? That's how I used to always
Oh
delay
my
the interviews. And
God,
like every time an interview was
yeah.
over, I'd be like, "Real quick,
Uh,
let me one more
Real
question.
quick, one more question.
Real
Real quick, one
Look,
more
I
question.
forgot this old shirt. I just threw it on.
Real quick, one more
Morning
question.
legs, morning.
No, that's
ass.
good. You're adapting to getting sleep. That's a good thing.
Mhm.
How many hours did you sleep last night?
I don't think I slept all the way through because the enemy be busy. Even when, like when you sleep, I think the enemy be busier because I had heart palpitations and it woke me up.
Fuck. What is going on with this fucking show?
My heart was racing. I was, and it
Shouldn't
woke
didn't you go check on a heart palpitation? Shouldn't it be
Off the
something you
creek.
should?
I'm working on it. I might need another day off.
Did you eat something? Did you have heartburn? It was a heartburn or something that you thought was a heart. Did you feel your heart palpitate?
Yes.
That's a
It
funny
woke
word.
me out of my sleep. It was like the dump, the dump, the dump, the dump, the dump.
TP.
What the fuck is that, Mo? Like, yeah, you
That
might
ain't
want to
good.
check
That
that
ain't
out.
good at your age. That's not good.
A palpitation.
Yes.
Spell that.
What is your pattern before you go to sleep? And then we're gonna get into the show. What's your pattern? And we ask Jay Black. What do you have a certain? Because I have a routine before I go to sleep. I know what certain things I do before I set my mind. My mind realizes that sleep is upon us because I did this and I did that. I washed my face. I've already taken a shower. I washed my face, put the cream on and everything like that. I put the phone on the charger, turn it upside down, and then turn off the lights, and then I get a few more minutes of whatever I'm watching, whatever pissing me off on seeing. I turn it off and turn off the lights. Is there a routine that you have before you go to sleep?
I do not have a routine. And my son said the same thing because I watch him every night. He has the same, what you just said, turn on his sleep music. He's gotten out the shower. He does his face routine. And he kisses me and says, "Good night, Mom." 5 minutes later, he's out. I hear thunder and lightning coming from his room, surround sound. Maybe I should try. Maybe I need to have a routine. Maybe that's the problem. Because I don't. I watch whatever. I fall in and out of sleep. I normally have a laptop in my lap. So there's no like.
Yeah, you got to get a routine because you're basically a structured person for the most part.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you keep your routine at night structured in the same line as you do everything else?
You're right.
I think that would be something. Or that smoke a blunt. I don't know. Listen, man, I don't know. I don't know if they drug test you on your job. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know. Pop a pill, do 2 shots of Tito's. I don't know, man. Because I want you to sleep. I want you just because I know how better you feel after like 6 or 7 hours of sleep. Oh, there go my jogging girl. Okay. She's jogged by. Jay Black, how was your night last night? Well, how's your car? Your bobblehead, the car that you.
It's over, dude. So we down to one car. And as I was driving that yesterday, a turtle came up. I don't even know what the turtle means.
The turtle came up on his dashboard.
A turtle came up on my dashboard and it started sputtering. I'm like, we got.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew.
Before a turtle.
Can somebody Google what a turtle means if it pops up on your dashboard? Does that mean your car's about to stall out?
So I ran to my mechanic this morning. I got a strong arm on quick 6:30, 6:45 as he walking in. I need you to tell me what's going on. And he hooked up the joint, and that thing has 16 codes. And he said basically your engine is dying.
What?
He said the more it runs, the worse it's going to get.
I knew when that mechanism started messing up that it was going to affect everything on your car. So I told you last week, I said, you might as well just go start looking now and get ahead of the curve and just start looking.
But both vehicles at the same time, like different, like this is ridiculous.
Wait. This is the other vehicle?
No, this is Lady Q's. I've been driving her car because
and then her car is the one that put the turtle shell up?
The one that the turtle showed up in.
So now you're back to the bobblehead. You're back to your car.
I gotta go back to the bobblehead until I get, because at least that engine is good. It's just the suspension and shocks is.
So I was wrong. It wasn't the shocks that messed up. It's Lady Q's car. Did you get these cars at the same dealership?
Same time?
Not at the same. No, actually, it's been 5 years though. It's time for another car. It's been 4 years, something like that. But I got to get back in a better mood because that kind of, you talking about the devil be working, Mo? I said,
the devil be working, yeah.
We got one vehicle that we rotating, and here I go. Now I got to get another car. So so that's what we're going to be doing. I guess we're going to be car shopping for these next 2 or 3 days, just figuring out, and I don't want to just settle for something.
You're going to have it for the next 5 years. At least
4 or 5.
I be trying to tell you, get them reliable, get a nice 2024 reliable Honda Accord.
It was reliable.
Ain't nothing more reliable than a Honda Accord. You change the oil, you just keep it moving. You go to the dealership.
I ain't had car issues since I was a teenager. Like this is crazy. These cars are expensive vehicles to be having issues. Is just.
And you ain't got no warranty or nothing. You ain't got no.
I'm black. I don't do that. I'm gonna get
I do that. That's why I pay extra. I just.
But you got to follow their rules too. As soon as you don't get the oil change on time or something ain't done at that 20,000 mile mark or the 50,000.
I ain't never had to get the oil change on my warranties. I ain't never had to get the oil.
Part of your warranty, you
Hondas, Infinities, all that stuff. The warranty was never based on oil changes.
But we're going positive, keep it moving. Good morning, Billy J.
You're gonna be all right. I mean, you're blessed that you have the capability of actually replacing the cars. That's what you.
I ain't got I ain't been having no heart palpitations like Mo, so I gotta at least that part. I guess that's a positive.
We got Dr. LeChon says sometimes heart palpitations can mean low blood pressure. I've had that before. I'm a severe anemic. Your body is working harder. Oh, wow.
So that is exactly since you put it up, that is actually exactly what's going on with me. I need another round of infusions. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My daughter had to. Yeah, I took my daughter to when she bought the car, there was some things that the reason why we got a better price was there was some things that needed to be fixed on the outside of the car. And I tried to tell them, get to the detail bot. They're going to pay for it. Get there. And, they waited. So now I'm in here making appointments so they can fix the car on Wednesday. And
good luck, TP.
And we went in there. And so I set that up for her. And Akela is curvy, right? Akela is a curvy young woman. And when I'm walking in, and Akela has a very innocent mind. And I know I had to ice grill one dude because I knew he was taking a glance, and I was like, "Dog, I would go to jail."
You caught somebody looking at your daughter.
I would go to jail in this bitch today. You caught somebody. So you know how you look at somebody, but you don't look away. It's not a glance. You just look, and you're like, "Dog, the fuck are you doing?"
The day is the day. Maybe it's about to go down because this is what we're not doing.
I kept looking. I said, let me see. Let's see if the motherfucker gonna keep looking. And then he looked away because he's going to sell. Everybody's really nice in there. I just called one motherfucker. And listen, I'm not mad at him because I understand as a man you're going to glance. He didn't disrespectfully look, but he took the glance and I caught the glance because I was already on cue for a glance. Because I walked in with my arm around her. And then I had to take my arm from around her to talk to the dude to set it up for Wednesday.
Maybe they was thinking that was your date. Like, yo, this over here got a young girl like this. Wait.
No, first of all, he heard me say, I'm here to get my daughter's car fixed.
Okay. He might even look like, yo, what is he up to? What in the pedo grooming stages this guy got? Okay.
And Akela is super friendly, and Autumn and Akela is super friendly. Monty got a little attitude with her. So I let Monty walk. You know what I'm saying? I let Monty walk because Monty got a little attitude with her anyway. You see, she don't like people touching her to fucking
touch me when you talk to me. I mean, that's a boundary. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, Tawana had major, yeah. Said, Omo, I had infusions too. I didn't keep going, but I was fine after 2 visits. She said, take care of yourself.
When I had the last infusions, it worked great. I had more energy than I've had in years. I was like, why didn't y'all figure this out sooner? And now I'm right back in the same, exhausted all the time, and now the heart palpitation.
Can I just scold Tawana real quick? This is what gets me with y'all. Tawana, I'm not gonna share your story because it's not my story to share. But after going through what you went through, put her comment back up. Just put her fucking comment back up. Omo, I had infusions too. I didn't keep going, but I was fine after 2 visits. You didn't keep going. After you went, after that type of scary situation, why would you not keep going?
I felt fine.
That's it.
I'm good.
In her defense, it's not always easy. And we know that we need to take better care of ourselves, especially when you're talking about hematology. But sometimes you know, life gets in the way and you feel fine, or you feel like you can keep going, and you look up and you're like, oh, I missed the appointment. I missed 2 appointments.
Like I got. Speaking of Akela, I got to stay on her because her blood levels were so low that she had to have a transfusion in the hospital.
Yes.
And then we find out, and I understand that people are stubborn, because I'm stubborn too in certain ways. But when I feel something ain't right, and you go through that, I'm just worried about you. That's all it's one. And Mo, I'm just worried about y'all, because I know as human beings we think it can't happen to us. We're fine. Everything's good. It feels good. But Mike was about to beat someone up. Laugh out loud. That happened with my dad. My dad was like, what the fuck you looking at? Mine, I'm 30 something. No. I don't care if you're 30 something.
Even in her 30-year-old Playboy. What we
I don't like, dog. No.
She's of age. Like what?
I'm literally more on guard with my daughters than I would be with my significant other. Because my significant other, I expect, knows how to handle the situation. Yo, Dallas checking in. What up, Trendsetter?
What up, Trendsetter? Morning.
And I was like, this some bullshit. But yeah, I mean, this just honestly, Tawana, just go get your transfer.
Mike walking in with his arm around his door. What is Woody Allen going on in here?
Yeah, I be cuffing my daughters. I be cuffing them.
A little weird, Mike. That's a little weird. See,
no, I be cuffing my daughters. I be knowing these vultures out here. Now I need you to know, Dad's here, and you know the family tree. You already know. Yeah, they family. You just have no concept of boundaries, motherfuckers. Over here.
You touched the nerve. I felt that. that.
You did touch the nerve. I can hear it.
I can hear you.
We went and set that up, so she got an appointment. Now she got to go back to the place at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. So I'm coming to meet her up there at 12:30. So she's gonna be dolo. Wear a hoodie. I'm trying to wear a hoodie. Just wear a goddamn.
I wasn't gonna ask you what she had on. I wasn't gonna ask you.
No, it was nice outside. So she's one of them.
Oh.
She, no matter what she wears, it's going to be,
Yeah,
it's what it is.
I was there. Am there.
Yeah. It ain't nothing that I'm not gonna tell her to change up or whatever. I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna motherfucking happen. I'm not gonna put that pressure on her either. This is not fair. She was just wearing what young people wear. But all right, so we're good. That was it. That was my day. It's supposed to be 80 something today. Well, the infusions are to raise your blood levels. Prior to the infusion, my blood levels were low at 4.
Yeah,
but I had to receive 2 pints of blood. It went up. My levels are good now. Thank you, man. You're welcome. Just take care of it. Just do that.
G Black. No, I didn't ask what she had on. I just figured it was something. Sure.
You passed out. People don't realize. My doctor was like, have you passed out? Have you been busy? Yeah, those are it can happen while you're driving. So yes, it is serious. Let me preface it with that. I do know that
she had a uterus removed. Does Tosh just say she had a uterus removed?
I used to have blood transfusions, but I needed to get my uterus removed because of fibroids, and that actually helped. I was seriously anemic, and I found out, Kayla had a cyst. Well, I'm not gonna get into it.
So that means she can't have kids no more? Like, don't you need a uterus to have kids?
Yeah,
yes,
probably,
but I think that she's okay. But I think that when you
probably need a uterus.
Benefits of having a hysterectomy, I don't know if she had a partial or full, but yes, when you
don't that make you feel like less of a woman if you lose that?
Oh my God, Jay Black.
What?
No.
No, I'm literally all right.
No,
I can't even ask simple questions just trying to understand.
No, because I'm not going to jump on you. So I'm going to say this. I'm glad you said that.
I'm out of here with that.
So many
cover my screen up.
Lady Q, all right, Lady Q, I'm gonna say something bad. I'm sorry if I offended somebody. I'm sorry. I see my phone ringing.
It's not.
I see my phone ringing.
Let me course correct real quick, because what you just said is why so many women don't get their fibroids and things like that taken care of, because most doctors always move towards the hysterectomy or the partial or full hysterectomy. So a lot of women feel like, they're made to feel like that they are not.
Oh my God. I can't.
He didn't know. So I'm not gonna jump all over Jay Black. But so many women do not get treated for fibroids and other things that are debilitating. And I'm talking about pain-wise.
Yes, it's serious.
Life-altering, because of that very, very thing that men come back, their husbands come back and say, oh, they feel like they're not, a whole woman, so to speak, because they have it done or they don't have a uterus anymore.
No, because it is. Do not try to sit up here and say, I understand what you. No, you don't.
It is something.
You can't just say. Doesn't that make you feel less than a woman?
No, because when Lady Q got me snipped, I felt like that's my manhood. Like now.
Okay, there you go. All right, there you
go.
So
that's where my brain was going to.
There you go.
You getting your vas deferens snipped and a woman getting their uterus taken out is that you can have yours reversed. But for a woman, once that's done. She can't have a uterus planted into her. So it's totally different. Your procedure is less invasive than the major surgery it takes when you're talking about having that removed. And it's life changing.
Who made the comment? Who made the comment about the uterus?
The stigma.
No, Tosh. And
Tosh, listen, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just I'm not laughing.
I was literally wondering.
But the question.
Good morning, Stacey. Thanks for saving me. Good morning. Good morning.
Is definitely something that a lot of women tend to not have it done because they feel like their husband or significant other is going to think of them as less than a woman.
I don't understand why I would think of you less than a woman because you can't get pregnant. I mean, I guess if you're trying to have kids, you'd be like, oh, that's a problem. But I don't think you're less than a
it's such a bad stigma on women, period. Decades and decades. Oh, she doesn't have her lady parts. I can remember my uncles or my, older men making disparaging comments like that about women in my family.
Goodness, good. All right, showtime. Yeah.
Google Tosh. Okay, good. Tosh came back.
Yes,
good.
I can't have kids. I had to do it. Life or death. I was sad, but I was 39. Oh, you were 39. Okay. I'm happy. I cried about it, but I had to understand. Yeah.
I'll be having a second. Lady Q got me snipped. Literally. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but they can take your vas deferens.
But I felt the way, but I did it.
And buying that
later,
and you can still, but it's not
better than me.
See,
permanent.
You better than me.
Permanent.
What you trying to say? If you were married, you wouldn't do it for your wife?
Hell no, I'm Busta Rhymes for life, dog. I'm Busta Rhymes for life. You still can
be Busta Rhymes. You just ain't got no swimmers.
No. I'm swimming. My swimmers are swimming for life. Ain't nobody shutting my swimmers down. This pool is open till it can't happen no more.
And you, Rashida.
What Rashida say?
Rashida said
I had fibroid surgery. Thank God it didn't come back. But I had a couple of friends that have had their uterus removed. Yeah, I heard a lot. I met some people, and I think somebody said they had a theory behind it. And I get where you're going with this. Play the duck video.
No, I ain't got to play the duck because people understood. Billy, you said you understood where I was coming from. Ash got it too. What I was trying to say. Sometimes I guess when you ask direct questions, people don't like it, and I don't understand it.
No. It was just it was one of those gut punches, and I pulled back. And I explained why you probably think that, because a lot of men, that myth and the things that you probably have heard, well, don't that make you a little bit less than? And then you attach your experience of having your best friends Stop saying snip.
Jay, I think your question was from a pure place. I'm gonna add from a pure place, but for women, this is so deep. And to Mo's point, how society perceives us afterwards, you have to consider how deep of a question that is. His wording just be fierce.
That is something that doctors have been saying to me over the last decade plus. And that's something that I battle with. Do I need to get it done? Yes, I do. Am I scared to get it done? Yes, I am. I think that it's the better of the health benefits. I understand that, but society does make women feel that you're less than a woman, or that you're no longer a lady because you have had that done.
Lady Q said Team Bush for life. Said I tried to catch him. I really didn't mean it that way this time, because we had the conversation about me getting my tubes tied. That's why he agreed to get snipped. Yeah, you would have got your tubes tied. I'm sorry.
What?
I guess the recovery time for a woman, we was looking into it. Into it.
I never had surgery. I've never had surgery, and thank God I've never had surgery. And we just going to roll the dice. We're gonna see what happens.
They go through your family jewels and 1, 2, 3, and it's done. And it's little one day, and you're back to
being honest.
You're back to being great. And then the following week, right, Jay Black, they go back and check to see if your little swimmies are active. And if
I've seen men go through a lot more than that. I've seen men have a lot of complications.
I saw that too. That's what I was like. A lot of
complications.
But the percentage of the issues.
I'm good. You don't got to get your tubes tied. I ain't getting snipped. We're gonna roll the dice. Let's go.
Keep shooting up the club, trying to pull out method. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Or you gonna be using condoms in the marriage? Like, what are you gonna do?
Or whatever.
What are you gonna do? Stacey said, "Oh my God, Mike, you ain't just shooting up
the club, Mama." I was about to say so.
Mike, at 55,
I'm shooting at the club.
At 55.
Don't cheat all of
them. That's why I told you I'm only dealing with women after menopause. I'm dealing with y'all after menopause. I'm dealing with hot cold. I'm not any of y'all who ain't going through menopause, lose my number because I'm sitting in it. I'm just letting you know. No, since we are being transparent, I had a procedure called a uterine
artery embolism. Yes,
embolism. It worked to dissolve the fibroids. Best choice for me. Changed my life each month. Very nice. Good. And somebody can still shoot up the club.
She had a hysterectomy. So, can you shoot up the club, Mo, with a hysterectomy?
Hysterectomy is all gone. Everything's gone. It's the car with no engine. Everything's gone.
Did you say car with no engine?
That could be more offensive to somebody. When you say you got a car with no engine. What?
Like you good right now, but Michael Sean really
sitting up in it.
Really.
then I'm laying up in it, and then the little one's going.
Why does it sound like Space Invaders? Okay, this sound like Atari Space Invaders. Okay?
I'm grown. Ain't nobody. That's why I'm not messing with nobody who even got a potential. Not even a potential. I need you to be fully. It has to be a miracle from God. Yes, what I had that also. God, this is the gynecologist chat right now.
This is informative. It's informative, okay? And what this shows you is that there's a commonality.
This ain't even wellness wisdom.
Color. There's a commonality when you're talking about reproductive health. And I'm sorry, Mike, the conversation went in this direction, but it's important. It's important to understand the commonality that women of color have when it comes to reproductive health.
The vagina monologues for real now, boy. Mike, your words are worse than what Jay said. I meant it because he was innocent. I meant the whole shit. You taking shots there. The whole thing. I meant it all. I want y'all to feel it all.
Oh, God.
Y'all should hold hands.
I'll never forget the car without the engine. I will not forget
the car without the engine. They keep suggesting a hysterectomy for my big ass fibroid. Damn, but I feel like
Same thing. I thought the same thing, but I feel like Mother Nature is playing in my face, so I think that I have to make
I guess look, it's all about Debo, I guess.
Yeah, it's all about. Go ahead. Hold the ball. Just, take a knee. I gotta have your number. So I don't know. All right. Hey, I wish everybody luck. I hope everybody's out there.
Finished with this chapter of the show.
Oh
Health Month is over.
I'm pretty sure our nurse practitioner would be very, very proud of us for.
Yeah, y'all did a whole informative thing, and I said if I get one, the Mr. might lose it since I snatched his manhood already. Oh,
he actually got jokes because I said you taking my manhood. There was a whole debate in the house about this. Now she got jokes on it. So I said I feel like my manhood is being taken.
But do you feel like that now?
Nah, now I was so happy I did it. Afterwards.
Don't you feel comfortable?
I wasn't having no more kids anyway. And now I ain't got to worry about like
you gotta be able to shoot that bitch up. What are we doing?
No more opportunity.
I want the option. Because my daughters were in the Easter dinner. I told y'all talk about the bloodline going in, and all they got to do is hyphenate their names. They're like, the bloodline ends here, ladies. We got to make sure Monty was rallying up the troops, and we got to make sure this. I said, I can get somebody pregnant. Y'all know that, right?
Dad. There's no dad to their kids.
I'm locked and loaded.
You know I'm here, right?
Get somebody pregnant right now.
I love that gesture.
No, it's the gun. I'm here. Just again, you want this bloodline to live? I'm not doing this for me. I'm being unselfish. Have somebody sign some paperwork. No child support. Mo, take over. Mike is what? Loosen up, y'all. That is why Noah is very special. A special miracle baby. Exactly. There you go. Miracle baby. There you go. Yeah. See, Mike. No, what? Just enjoy the commentary, y'all. Enjoy it. See, Mike thought I was just being a know-it-all. No, you already dropped some joints here. Mike talking shit until it happens. Then he's gonna
imagine 55, yo, Jay.
I got a baby.
I got a baby on the way.
If the person is cool and they're not trying to run my pockets and they understand that I'm a great dad and I'm gonna do everything, I wouldn't be all panicky. I wouldn't be
whatever.
You will be 75 when your child is
paying
20.
Child support.
That's good. That's
you
good.
Have
still
until you're 75 plus. Okay.
Got a boy.
What?
If it's a boy, sometimes you got to sacrifice to keep the bloodline alive. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. He wound up being gay or some shit. No, that would end the bloodline too. That might end the bloodline too. FYI, I will never be offended by anyone on here. I know it's not coming from a mean place. Well, Tosh, you never know with Jay Black. You never know. That one didn't come from a bad place.
Tosh is legit official. Like Tosh, it was a time Tosh would send money for Caden's birthday, for my birthday. She would just send random cash apps. She's been loyal. Tosh is a rider. Like,
and that's who you did that to. That's who you just
dumbass nigga.
Damn, that's the person you disrespected with them. You
Tosh, she didn't have to send this. What is she sending me? And then it'd be like $50. Like, Tosh, I appreciate. Like, damn, all right, Caden, you can go buy a video game thanks to Tosh. Like, surely do what? Like, she's a good person.
And that's the person you just went at her neck and be like, you feel like less of a woman.
I was trying. Fucking friends hate your bitches.
Somebody sent me $50. I would never make a disparaging comment like that ever. I would never, ever. Mike, watch out. I have an aunt who is 32. I told you at 80, you can't protect her at the car dealership. Nah, that's all good. By that, I've done my job because I'm having a boy. So he got to fend for himself like I did. What up?
Morning.
So Mo, I got a little story. You dive into since we're talking about all this ovaries and uteruses and fibroids and all that stuff, which is good. I'm glad y'all talked about it. But you also have dived into the sex toy world where you sell those, right? Am I allowed to say?
We always talk about her selling her sex toys and the rolls and all that stuff.
OMG. First and foremost.
Okay, never mind. All I'm saying,
third-party platform in which I sold various items.
Various items.
Popular came out, and it was a third-party platform deal. So I hit it and quit it. I made my money and got out before it became very saturated. So no, I don't. That's not my business. But yes, I do sell third-party
items. Yeah, that sounds better. Third-party items. That sounds. Do you know the history of those items? Do you know where they originated from? How they began?
I do. I actually went to the Sex Museum in New York.
Oh, well, you did your research. Well, then you'll be familiar. You'll be familiar with how this all started. Here, ladies, for all those who got that little
60 women who had anxiety, mood swings, and depression were taken by their husbands to the doctor, who diagnosed them with a disease known at the time as hysteria, which today is known as anxiety. In the office, treatment was immediately started, which was nothing more than a pelvic massage to reach the hysterical paroxysm today normalized as orgasm. So many women repeatedly started consulting and asking for their treatment for hysteria that doctors were exhausted at the end of the day. So because of this, they invented a vibrating device to carry out the treatment faster without the need for manual treatment by the doctor. And that's how the vibrator was born. At the time, it was known as a healing artifact and only the nobility possessed it. It only became popular after being used in adult films, thus becoming a product labeled as sinful, moving away from the context.
So that's how it started. They said they were taking women had hysteria, which
that's what they called it.
That's what they called it back in the day, and they took them to the doctor and they gave them a treatment, which they just
doctor, hey, let me handle this. Help me out. Get your mind off things.
Then what came to be known as an orgasm, and then the word spread around town, and women were like, "Hey, I got hysteria too." Like everybody was like, "Yeah, I got hysteria too." And then next thing you know, the thing was created.
Retired because it was a work of manual labor.
Yeah,
they invented something that would stimulate the nervous system that way.
I mean, it's tiring making one woman get to where to her conclusion. So can you imagine if you got a waiting room full of people like? Yeah, like what? And every man is thinking that'd be a great job. Not back in them days. There was no CVS. There was no products to keep that area.
Douche wasn't even out yet. Yeah,
the douche.
First and foremost, because this is the second time you mentioned that on the show.
Mentioned it all the time. He loves the douche. It's like so 1970.
That you should not.
But go ahead, like you said, it wasn't nothing to keep them clean back then.
Yeah, so can you imagine that type of work that you got to deal with those? And there wasn't no waxing back then. There was no lady
Brazilian, no Brazilian.
All these forests coming into and you gotta put gloves on, and you gotta put gargles on, and then you gotta sit there. That's manual labor. So they created something. I just thought I'd give you some history in your third party endeavors.
Who knew?
No, everything that you just said was right. Right. And if you ever get a chance when you're in New York to visit the Sex Museum, it's really an interesting place. It's really interesting.
Never even heard of it.
And so that it's a real thing. You buy tickets. There's like 3 stories in the building, and they also do like art exhibits in there. So you walk around on the first floor, and it starts off with the history. It shows the very first prototype, and then it brings you all the way back up to like the current.
That'd be a good first date. That would be a good first date.
So yeah, it was a date. It was all of the apparatuses that they have. So yeah, it's really interesting.
The old ones, did they look all crazy and metal and rough and like machines and stuff?
They had wooden ones. They also had they had like seats with them on. Back in the day, women had big dresses. So if they wanted to use one and they weren't they want to be discreet. It's really nice. It's actual. They have rides there. They have rides. Why would they have rides at the Museum of Sex? Interactive games. A lot of interesting stuff there.
Is it like really official, like nice and everything, or does it get a little sketchy?
No, it's not raunchy at all. It's set up like a tutoring or a place of education on the history of sexual toys. Yeah.
Somebody said, was it KT who said Philly doesn't have a sex museum? It's called
said,
Delilah's. It's called Delilah's. It's still right there. It's still right.
Called Delilah's.
It's not what you think. It's when you think of a sex museum, you're thinking it's going to be someplace raunchy, especially in New York. It is really not. It's really educational, and you'd be surprised at how men throughout the decades, what they tricked women into thinking about their bodies, their physiological response to sexual stimulation.
That's interesting. No, we should take a field trip. Y'all want to take a Takeover Legend field trip to the sex?
I thought we were trying to plan a cruise. Mike said, "No, we go to the sex museum in New York."
Sex museum.
What happened to the beach? Now we got to go to the sex museum.
We can take a trip during the summertime. You know what I mean? Hang out in New York, go to the sex museum to keep you under the spell. Oh, there was a spell. Oh shit, there was a spell I ain't know about.
Remember for Wednesday, y'all, that topic y'all just brought up in there, the Black Maternal Health Week. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Yes, we'll bring it back up for Black Maternal Health Week. Yes.
So, all right, well, we can take that field trip. Also, just on petty news, when Melania actually talked to everybody and made a surprise press conference, I told Jay-Z, I told everybody over 40, when you go making a statement, I don't care how powerful you are, understand, it's not a good idea. You should shut the fuck up, because they're going to prove that you lied about something. They're going to prove that what you're saying, the whole world now has access to different platforms to prove that you're lying about something. I don't understand why you old farts don't get it. You can't lie on here. They're going to find out. And this ain't no major, we knew she was lying. But even the lies she told about, here's what she said about how she met Trump. This is how she met her husband right here. This is how she met
Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
So she said by chance. By chance. God, she's such an immigrant. This world is crazy that an immigrant is literally talking and ICE doesn't show up. But that's not the point. She literally said by chance, right? She said by chance. Melania, do you think TVs were just invented like in 2000? It wasn't going to take much time before people started digging and be like, well, did she meet it by chance? But it wouldn't be so bad if they found out by a third party. It wouldn't be so bad if the man you're married to contradicts your statement while you were sitting next to him. While you're sitting next to him.
Epstein made the introduction at an event. So we're linking the dots here, Joy. I'm telling you.
Whoa. You just blew my mind, Lev Arnas, once again. Wait. You got it, Jason? Okay, Jason, play it.
Trump, Melania Trump, the international cover girl, has now joined us. We got to discuss the media. How did you two meet?
We met in New York, 1998. It was a fashion week, September 1998.
The famous fashion week.
The famous fashion week in
Were
New
you
York.
introduced?
Well, no, we were both at the same party, and that's how we met.
Good so far.
He came to
right
me.
away?
I went crazy. I was actually supposed to meet somebody else, and there was this great supermodel sitting next to Melania. I was supposed to meet this supermodel, and they were saying, "Look, there's so and so." I said, "Forget about her. Who's the one on the left?" And it was Melania.
You like
Okay,
him right away?
You can stop there.
You see how he says, you see the guy said, "Look, here's so and so," and I said, "Stop. Who is her?" Boom.
There it is. Somebody introduced you. And it was set up. The person that was introducing, he was setting up to introduce her to the woman next to you. What the fuck? You got access to all types of investigators and FBI agents and CIA in order. You lied.
You lied.
He was just joking.
You lied. And you know when Mr. Rambunctious starts telling a story, he got to let everybody know I was here to meet the other supermodel, but I was here to meet the other supermodel.
They had them lined up for me.
Right.
Boom. The fuck? Now I don't even care. I don't even care because we know you're lying. You now have one of your girls who's about to blackmail you because we found out, allegedly, that we found out that she's about to blow the spot up because the dude that's friends with Donald Trump that's going around with JD Vance all over the world got her deported illegally, and that's his baby mom, so he wanted custody. So he said, so she's like, bitch, I don't know you for 20 years. I'm gonna tell everything. I'm gonna let it, and she got deported. She's already in a different country. Why do y'all do this? Like, at least people, if you are over 40, shut up when it comes to trying to state some shit that you think is fact, because if it's not all the way 100% fact, they're gonna prove you're not.
They're gonna find it.
God damn these people.
And let me pay off Queenborn. So we were just talking about the sex museum, right?
Yeah,
she said she had some pics on the IG. So you know what I did?
Yeah.
I went to Queenborn's IG. Mike, you ready? Look at her. She's underneath the bootay.
I have that same picture.
You got that one? You on stage? You on stage doing that too?
Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
You weren't doing that on stage. Look at Queenborn, y'all. Morning. Look, she said, "Let me get on this stripper pole. Let me see what it look like. Let me see what it's doing."
Yes,
Queenborn. All right, so that's sex museum.
Fun. It's actually a slide. That slide right there. You go down something and you come through the legs and you end up right in the middle. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Maybe if y'all ever in New York, y'all want to go to the sex museum?
I'm telling you, it's the next field trip for the Takeover Legends. We're going to the sex museum.
I can't believe y'all. I posted it on my TikTok, I think, actually, and people were like, "Oh my God, I always wanted to go there." Get tickets if you live close to New York. Get tickets; it's worth it. And they have a little store downstairs that you can kind of peruse.
And yeah, I mean, we can hit that off, and just let me run through a few things real quick. Also, remember back in the day when when we were young in high school, the one thing you didn't want to do, Mo, was get pregnant, right? And guys didn't want to get somebody pregnant.
The penis drink. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike. She just wilded out. Go ahead.
Make sure you get. No, I'm gonna pass on that.
They do have libations that are named after.
Yo, if y'all see Mike drinking the penis drink, take a picture for me.
I'm a pass on that. I don't drink. I don't care what's in it. I don't care if it's just Diet Coke.
A penis drink in your hand.
I don't even want the girl I'm dating to have. If I go out on a date, I don't even want her to order some penis.
That's cheating.
I got one. What are you talking about? I got your drink right here. I got your drink right here.
Jay likes mine. He probably be like, "Oh, so you went out and you cheated on me?"
That's cheating.
No, Jay would have attitude if you ordered a penis drink.
Oh, absolutely, I would. Yes, 100%.
Even though it was just a drink. It's a drink.
100%.
He'd have an attitude that you had a penis drink.
Yep.
It wasn't my penis. It was somebody else's penis. I don't care if it was macaroni penis. It was not mine. And that's
deny it.
That's cheating.
You knew that's disrespectful to your husband having a penis in your hand. Like, what are we doing?
It's actually a drink. It wasn't a penis. It was a drink.
That's a problem.
But it's a drink. It's a drink.
It's the penis family.
Keep going, Mike, because I got clips too. But keep going.
Remember when the biggest fear you had, even though we had no business doing what we were doing sexually that young, you didn't want to get pregnant. You didn't want to get somebody pregnant. And the women didn't want to get pregnant. Well, now on Fox News, they have a problem. They say the problem with society now is that people these ages aren't getting pregnant. They say this is an actual problem. Let me make sure. Fox News version. What happened? Wait a second. Here it is. This is the problem right here. And I want you to listen to the ages that they say. That's the problem. This is the problem.
Is teens and young adults from ages 15 to. Problem is teens and young adults from ages 15 to 19. And young adults from ages 15 to 19. Young adults from ages 15 to 19, the fertility rate is down 7%, meaning we're telling people that are young not to have babies.
Did Fox News just say that the problem is that 15-year-olds aren't having babies? Listen.
Oh, well, go ahead. Go ahead. Listen again. Go ahead, homie. Go ahead. Why did it?
Why? I'll hold my commentary.
Problem is teens and young adults from ages 15 to. Problem is teens and young adults from ages 15 to 19. And young adults from ages 15 to 19. young adults. From ages 15 to 19, the fertility rate is down 7%, meaning we're telling people that are young not to have babies.
Did Fox News just say that the problem is that 15-year-olds aren't having babies? Listen again.
19.
This is what they're saying.
15 and 19.
So, first of all, it just gave me a whole Handmaid's Tale type of vibe when I listened to that news clip. First and foremost, you have to look at where we are today. A lot of young women, back when I was 16, 17 years old, our parents were taking us to the OBGYN and they were looking at birth control pills, right? That was the big thing. Oh, put them on birth control pills. Now, as young as 13 and 14, you're looking at they're putting them on birth control pills. 14, 15, 16, they're getting the Mirena and the different things, Depo-Provera, all of these things that were not common back in the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah,
So-
but Sean, they were also getting married at 17 and 18. Go ahead, Mo.
But you're talking right. But you're looking at my parents. I mean, my mom got married. She turned 18 in March and got married in May. To my dad, shout out to them. But you're looking at now in a society where we're telling people to go to school, get your education, start your career, and then look at finding a mate to get married and have children. So you're having women who are having children later in their careers. You're talking about their 30s now, peaking almost 40, and they're like, oh, now's the time to have a baby. So of course the birth rate is going to drop, but I think that it's very weird that they would even look at the population of 15 to 19 as being the age you want someone to have a child.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the contradiction of this whole society gets.
Yeah.
In the 80s and 90s, the white media was saying, look at this. Kids are having kids. Kids are raising kids. And they were right. We're having kids at 16. And it turned out to be a lot of times it's a blessing. Every child born is a blessing. But the circumstances that you put, the pressure that gets put on a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old, we're literally saying now it's cool for a 15-year-old to get pregnant.
Right.
Now that's a problem if they don't. What are we doing?
And for those who have seen The Handmaid's Tale and the follow-up called The Testament on Hulu, you understand exactly where I'm going with this. Where it's like a totalitarian society where they're taking the birth rate dropped significantly. And so they were taking women and young girls who were of age to have babies and pairing them with men who were high powered. And it's something that could actually happen. You know, it's not like a sci-fi movie or anything like that. That news clip made me think of that.
And rightly so. And there's so many parts that are just make no sense, which is, do you know how much it is to cost to live out here?
Yeah.
And who's going to take care of the 15-year-old's kid? The 15-year-old's parents who are struggling to take care of the family that they have. So there's so many different reasons why they would say this is a problem, because it keeps people choked up and financially binded up, because now you're doing whatever you can to try and make ends meet. And now you have another mouth to feed. Now you have another child that you're trying to get health insurance for.
Right.
You may not have health insurance for the 15-year-olds.
Right.
Get that state coverage.
And I mean, yeah, but
and now try and get that state coverage. See the shit they put you through to get. Let me tell you something.
I need everybody pay stubs. I need everybody W-2s. I need everybody in the house license numbers. They need everything, right?
You have to literally take time off of work to be able to go through all the paperwork that they made. At the UPS mail, my high-paying job, do you know how many people I help that they have to fax over information? In 2026, we're still faxing shit. The slowest form of transmitting any type of information.
Take a picture and send an attachment. Done.
They won't even let you scan and email it, which takes seconds. They want you to literally fax like it's 1997, and they won't take it any other way. So you want another child in the house that doesn't have health insurance, and you have to sit there for hours. The state literally told me to my face on the phone that they made a mistake. They cut my insurance off. I had given them everything they needed. They said, no, you didn't. I said, yes, I did. Because I worked at where I work at, I gave them the time that it went out. I had the actual copy of when all the faxes went out. You know what they said? You're right. And I said, cool. So we can take it from there. No, you still have to reapply.
Reapply.
It don't work. Our systems
They
don't
messed up.
work like that.
No, they messed up, but you still have to reapply.
Yeah, you gotta reapply. You gotta get back in queue. You gotta get back in queue.
Back in queue. And it may be months before your application is even reviewed.
Or you can sign up for this Cobra. They got Cobra right now. If you want to do Cobra while you're waiting,
$700.
The business of underage pregnancy has been hurt by the Planned Parenthood war. I guess there's so many reasons. I know y'all don't want to be a minority. I know white people don't want to be a minority. They have kids by any means necessary, but then it puts everybody under financial pressure where they can't be active in researching who's their local politicians, who are their local board members, because you ain't got time to look that up because you're on the phone for 12 hours trying to get health insurance for your 15-year-old who just had a baby. Tasha, I had my son at 39. Shake my head. KT, go ahead. I see,
Tasha was saying she had Noah at 29.
Yeah,
She still was
my
struggling.
child at late. And I'm going to say, I have one extra mouth to feed.
Mo don't want to say that age, though.
When I tell you, they be like, oh, that's all you had? I'm like, all I had? Like, you want to come help feed this one that's in my house right now?
That's what my sister said. My sister has one. She said, that's all I'm having.
Or, he's going to be lonely. No, he's going to be fed. Because if I have one more, he's going to be hungry.
Only kids do have it different. They should have at least one sibling, somebody around. It has to be challenging being only child. Seriously.
He has over 8 cousins who were born.
It ain't the same unless y'all tight, living near each other and hanging out all the time.
All 17 together. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, whatever it is, same happened to me. Mike had to wait a full year for Noah to get health care. A full year. And you want a 15-year-old to have a kid and then do what? They don't even have the capability of doing that. So the parent of the 15-year-old is the one that's going to walk them through all the steps to try and get this. And they make it as difficult as possible. I had to fucking get a health insurance agent. I had to get somebody who does that for a living and go directly through him in order to make it happen. Laugh a lot. I thought I was one and done too.
Nope. Make that too.
Now, not to mention, women, y'all got it hard. Y'all got it tough. They want you to have kids at 15. Now, the guy, another thing. Now you got a kid who's a 15-year-old dad. He can't be a dad at 15. Just a kid.
And thank God I had the dad that I did, because they were teenage parents. Thank God that my dad was so mature, enough to marry and stay with my mom. Make sure that he went and had a career and had a job and did whatever he had to do. My mom tells me about how they both paid $25 a week into my child care, like stuff like that, so that they can finish school and go to work.
Oh my God, who's gonna watch the kid? The 15-year-old is in school.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine my mom and my dad telling me, "Oh, we went went to night school and I worked at the bank and I did this and I did that." I can't even imagine my son at my parents' age bringing home a baby. Okay,
what?
And being as responsible as my parents were back then. I could not imagine that. I wouldn't have been that responsible.
John says, yep, Jay Black, my oldest has a sister/cousin, one in January, one in June. They are inseparable.
Rashida was knocking them out back to back.
No, I ain't mad at you, Rashida. You got it done. 39 and 40. I ain't mad.
Let me get this out the way.
No, that's a blessing.
We were shooting the club up.
Her husband.
Meanwhile, in Oklahoma, 1990, I knew a 24-year-old who became a grandmother. Well,
damn. I can't even do that math. Like, how's that even possible?
in which she probably had her child at
12,
she could have
13, yeah.
13. I mean, if as long when you get a cycle and you have some kids, some
What
young
up,
ladies
Aunt?
get cycles at 11, 10
Memphis?
years old, if you can have a cycle, then that means that you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I say it's women, y'all have it tough because y'all have somebody on Fox News saying that shit. Then
Yeah.
y'all will have another woman who's supposed to be on your side start coming for you and start talking about, well, if you have too many kids, you can't find a high value man. If you have too many kids, you're out the running. You
can't say it because Cam Newton is a man. I am a woman, and I am trying to tell you, if you have multiple children by multiple men, for whatever reason that may be, you lower your sexual market value, meaning the odds of a high value, high earning masculine man are now lower. Granted that it doesn't sound right saying, oh, you lose your value. You do. You do. You lose value, and nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to tell the truth, because then what happens? Women uproar and they say, oh my God, you're hurting us. That's bad for the culture. No, what's bad for the culture is us raising our daughters to be the type of women that think it's okay for us to be sexually promiscuous and get baby mama left and right. Yeah, that's what's wrong with our culture. That's the problem. So no, Cam, I'm with you 10,000%. You can retract your statement if you want to. I'm not retracting the statement. You absolutely will lose value if you choose to be a more sexually promiscuous woman and get baby mama left and right. I don't care what anyone says. Now, I should say.
It's time for action. Yeah.
Thanks. Most of us are not the exception.
You know what that is.
Black, it's time for No Lies Detected.
Right here. Right here. Right here.
All right, was there any lies detected to what she said? You devalue. Go ahead, Mo.
Does this apply to say you got married early and you were widowed? You had a set of two children with your husband. Then you got into another relationship, had another child, right? Maybe the relationship didn't work. Then you got married a second time, had another kid, relationship didn't work. Does that apply in that situation?
I don't think she makes any exceptions. I don't think there are any exceptions. You could have been married and nobody had to be widowed. You could have been married and got divorced and had 2 or 3 kids. Then you could have had one, you know. Now you're add up to 4 or 5.
But what she's saying she's talking about a specific category of men.
Yeah.
She specifically said high value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the supposed high value man that Kevin Samuels made famous, the high value man that, you know, makes high 6 figures, maybe 7, you know, and is not trying to, which I always thought was weird. I always thought it was weird because listen, I'm not saying my common sense makes common sense to y'all. The more money I have, if I'm making 7 figures, the less I'm really worried about how many kids you got, because I think I got the money. That might be dumb because I might get played. It's the person in my situation right now that ain't messing with you if you got 3 or 4 kids, because I can't be a part of that because I ain't got the financial well-being to actually look you out. You on your own. Even we
bring
together, you
everybody
on
to
your own.
McDonald's. I can't bring everybody to McDonald's, Mike.
Y'all gonna split a cheeseburger. Yeah, everybody.
Y'all little rugrats.
You can't be the step Nick Cannon, right? You can't be the stepdaddy.
Let's see, because I knew they wanted to bring men into this. I knew they couldn't just let this go without bringing men. Well, she said it 3 times. Well, men lose value when they have multiple baby moms and have been divorced more than once. So no, we don't. And don't get mad. No, we don't.
I've been divorced more than once, and I damn sure ain't losing no value. What are you talking about, LaShawn?
No, we don't, LaShawn, because ain't nobody turning me down because I've been divorced twice, technically.
Fact.
Ain't nobody turning me down because I got 3 kids.
But listen to you. You're saying no one's doing that, but you are acknowledging that men do it to women, though, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Standard. I'm just making sure that we're clear on the double standard.
But understand, the double standard wasn't stated by me. It ain't men saying this. It's old girl saying this. Don't blame this on us.
You lower your sexual market value, meaning the odds of a high value, high earning masculine man are now lower. Granted that it doesn't sound right saying, oh, you lose your value. You do. You do. You lose value. And nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to tell the truth, because then what happens? Women uproar and they say, oh my God, you're hurting us. That's bad for the culture. No, what's bad for the culture is us raising our daughters to be the type of women that think it's okay for us to be sexually promiscuous and get baby mama left and right.
That wasn't a guy. That wasn't a guy. Don't bring me and Jay Black ain't say that. Me and Jay Black ain't say that. That was her.
It was one of y'all people. It's one of y'all.
That was the ovaries. That was fellow ovaries and uterus and all that.
But she's speaking to a specific set of men when you're talking about high value, and then you're talking about value that is in the eye of who is on the receiving end. Your values may differ than a man who makes 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever you want to say. You might not have your eyes set on, like, that may not be important to you. You might say, I found love. It doesn't matter who she was with before she got to me. This is the one. This is my person. This is my forever. Someone who makes 7 figures, and not saying that they all have that mindset, but maybe somebody who makes 7 figures might say, well, I have this big ego, so I want somebody who's never, only been with one man. I think the value is in the person.
You better call Asha.
The one-hander.
Legs kept it 100 after 2 or 3 times going through people. Some people will see you as the problem.
Yeah,
You're the problem.
that is true.
There's a common denominator here.
That is true. But it depends on where their measuring stick is. It depends on where the measuring stick lies.
Yeah, Cam said it first, but he retracted. He said, my bad. He said, my bad.
And he said my bad because let's be clear. It wasn't because he rethunk it and thought something different. It's because of the blowback that he got from it.
But the attitude, this is what's killing me. The attitude of Cam said it too. Y'all know if y'all son came home with his sweetheart, the one that he was in love with, and you found out that he was 24 and she was 24 and that she already had 2 or 3 kids, y'all would have a problem. Y'all will be investigating on what he's doing.
And they're like, she that person got 2 or 3 kids and my son don't have none. That's too much for him. I've heard that.
Billy J said, I know 7-figure. What do you say? I know 7-figure people, men and women who ain't shit all the way around. POTUS ain't shit. Yeah, I get it. But I want to stay on this question. If your son brings home the young lady who's already 3 kids deep, I want to know what's really going through your mind then.
Tasha, maybe that person died. Does that make you lose value as well?
That's why I said, like, that just because you have that many.
I always want to go to the most dramatic endings ever to try and clarify the wholeness.
Context is important because you generalize and say that the person is promiscuous because they have more than 1 or 2 fathered children. Be very clear. There's different circumstances to that.
KT asked you that, Mike. She said, I have 2 kids. They 20 years apart.
Different fathers. That makes me promiscuous and lowers my value. I don't think so. It was one of y'all people who said. It was one of y'all. Go talk to her.
She don't speak for all Black women. Be clear.
Talk to this bitch.
Sexual market value, meaning the odds of a high value, high earning masculine man are now lower. Granted that it doesn't sound right saying, oh, you lose your value. You do. You lose.
That's her. Yeah. Is he bringing home 3 kids that ain't his? I'm finna be hot. Yeah, 3 kids that ain't his.
Good morning, Auntie outside.
I want the moms to tell me, since this is so crazy for somebody to say that devalue. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. What are you saying when your son comes home and he's in love with a woman who has 3 kids that ain't his? And they're young kids, 12,
Be honest, Stacey.
10, 7. Let me hear what you're going to say. Let me hear if you, in your mind, don't believe that her value went down a little bit.
Yep. They ain't going to tell you the truth.
I look at it as that they're being, that, I look down on you because I feel like you're promiscuous because you have 3 children. I'm looking at you like, okay, why didn't your relationships work with each one of these individuals? Maybe that's a point of conversation. But I'm not going to be looking at them like, you got 3 kids by 3 different men. I don't care if you was married to 2 of them. Yeah, you a hoe. What?
No, you want to protect your son. You're lying. you're gonna think something's going on. Just be
No, I would
honest.
be looking at the latter. I would be looking at, okay, who left who here? What's going on that she's been married twice, relationship failed, this person failed, because those are major relationships, right?
Nikki said, yeah, nah, my son ain't bringing no cum dumpster home.
Thank you for that.
Oh,
Thank you, Nikki.
wow. I know females that kids by the same man, but they felt after years and got a divorce by the same man. I got it. No, I would not want that for my son. I want him to create his own family.
Thank you for being honest.
we go. There we
We
go.
got a couple honesty people, Mike.
You know what? We always want what we consider a picture perfect story for our children, right? We would like a picture perfect story for ourselves. But what my mom has always told me is no matter what, I want you to be happy. So my parents wouldn't want me to stay in a relationship that I was
Go to the
unhappy,
last one.
unfulfilled in just because I have a child by someone.
No, fact. I get what you're saying. What was the one before that? Nah, if you 24 with 3 kids, get the fuck out of here. That's what Taj is saying. So what you're saying is that in a way, you guys are saying that person has devalued.
Stacy said no. There are a lot of them saying no and being honest.
My
Thanks,
son
Moji.
better not. I would look at her like, not my child. Nope. Because y'all know what comes along with that.
And also society too, right? Because society paints the picture of that's a negative situation. But what you're saying is that women who have had experiences that were not so stellar and it ended up with having a child, that they don't have a life to look forward to.
I mean, I'm not, once again,
we all want the best for our kids. But if that person ends up being the best for my son and treats my son stellar and treats him well, and she came out of a relationship that didn't work, maybe it was abusive, and she had 2 children, would I say, oh yeah, no, you can't date my son because you got 2 kids? No. Versus the person who don't got no kids and treats him like crap? No.
Morning, Lady Sprinkle.
LaShawn said a man gets devalued if he has more kids. Okay, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want my daughter to create. I would want my daughter to create their own families too.
Of course.
I agree with her and Cam to a point. I need to know the situation.
You want the totality of the circumstances.
You need the totality of the situation. Is that what you need? All right. Let's get to this toxic relationship, and then Jay, we can get to your drops.
Relationship. What you got?
What is a toxic relationship? Do we really know? Do we really know? So there's a little white girl.
That word all the time. Wow,
we overuse words and everything like that. But this was just to set the conversation off. This is, I guess, a girl was talking to her dad and she was in the backseat of the car. I've been in this situation. I don't know if it's a skit or not, but I've been in a situation where a question was just asked and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
How do you know when a relationship is toxic?
When just thinking about the other person makes you feel like shit. Like when you try to avoid being yourself around that person and censoring yourself. When you don't see any way that there's possible that a meeting of the minds can occur where 2 people can work together for a better outcome. It's toxic when you've known that you should end it, but you haven't ended it yet. And every day you don't makes it even more toxic.
That was his long.
All right, break down, Dad.
When you can't be yourself around a person, that's toxic. Wow.
When you can't be yourself around a person.
The one that stood out. That stood out to me. He said a lot though.
When you can't, but when he said when you think about that person. Like, have you ever had somebody who you like, I don't want to talk to you.
Go home.
I don't feel like this. You shouldn't feel like that about your significant other.
My baby dad got 12 kids by 5 different women, and he just married his 4th wife, and he has a deadbeat. So men don't get the same judgment as women do. No, we don't. That's what I was trying to say. LaJohn was trying to bring it up, but I'm like, we don't.
Yeah, that's what it
That's a different standard.
What is up with the relationship, Michael? This has been going on for a while. What? I just thought it was a good topic to talk about.
Nyla.
If you can't be yourself, I think when you see that number pop up on your phone, I think the feeling that you get can tell you if you're kind of in a toxic relationship.
When you see that text message or the phone ring and is that person?
and anxiety comes immediately, and you're like,
You're like, here come the boy. You don't even
that what you just did, Jay Black. That. So let me ask you something. When you feel like that, why do we stay with people who make us feel like that?
Because we're comfortable. People get comfortable and people get used to stuff, and sometimes people scared. There's so many reasons. Sometimes people scared to be alone. Some people feel the pressure that maybe they aren't the person they need to be, and maybe they're the problem, so they continue to try and recreate themselves in the image of what their partner wants them to be, or they try and meet the standard of, when people, even on the flip side, when people say I can't be myself, but what if being yourself is an asshole?
Right. Because there is a such thing as growth. We ain't talking about changing who you are for somebody. We talking about difference between growth and trying to fit in to be something that you're not for somebody else.
But what he's talking about being yourself is you don't want to say nothing to piss this person off because it can go left. So you walking on eggshells. So that's the toxic.
That is toxic.
If you can't do that, I don't want to piss Mike off because then it's going to start a whole bunch of mess. And
let me just
shut up. There's a lot of people in relationships like that right now. Like,
it is.
I gotta be careful what I say. Yeah. So that means it's toxic?
Yes. If you don't have a clear line of being able to express yourself, express your feelings to your partner without feeling like your head's gonna be chopped off, or feel like, yes, that
but
is.
But you do have to worry about the other person's reaction and feelings too, though. So it's I don't know.
There's a difference between honoring someone's feelings and somebody who bites your head off and creates an unpending of a relationship as something minute.
Nikki said she got good. This clip goes back to the clip of the man sleeping in the car. Toxic. I think there's a line between being considerate of somebody's feelings and having to actually edit yourself all the time. If you got to edit yourself all the time, you don't need to be there, because at a certain point you're just playing this game like I know I ain't everybody's cup of tea, because most of the times I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna be whatever. But there are going to be moments when somebody's going to say something, or there's going to be a conversation that I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And if I got to edit that part out, if you're just comfortable with the quiet me and the one that really ain't trying to rock the boat, and that's the one you're into, but you don't like the other part, and I got to edit that part out, then it becomes a little toxic, because now I'm going to get frustrated and it's going to come out in different ways, because now I'm going to start realizing that I can't say what I want to say. Because you believe your standard is better. Right. And some people don't even know what toxic is, because I've been in toxic relationships that I didn't know were toxic. I just thought it was the norm.
No, fighting, that's toxic, but it's like, it's fighting, but it is the norm. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's the norm.
All the time, throwing, breaking stuff. Yeah.
Like, I really thought it was the norm to call a woman out her name.
Bitch, please.
It was the norm. I'm sure everybody who looks back. One time I got this question, right? What podcast was this? It was a podcast back when I was in Dallas, and somebody asked me, do you think now those people that you used to be with regret not being with you because of the situation you're in now, because you're on radio and all this other stuff and everything? And I had to be honest, I was like, no. Unless it was strictly about them trying to grab some money from me. Because I was the toxic part of the relationship. I really believe calling somebody out their name was okay. If we're getting into an argument, especially if you curse at me first, because that just opens up the floodgates.
You open the door, yeah. If I'm a bitch, you're a bitch. Your mama's a bitch.
Everybody.
At least I knew my dad. At least I knew my dad.
Yeah. But that's toxic. Toxic moments happen every day in a healthy relationship. Billy is trying to start some shit.
Wow, Mo, put your therapy degree hat on, Mo.
I disagree, and I've heard some crazy things spewed in the midst of arguments between couples. Okay, some crazy things. Some things I'll be like, oh, ain't no coming back from that. I don't think it's toxic moments happen every day in a healthy relationship. Those two cannot coexist. Toxic and healthy cannot coexist. Okay. If you could take anything away from me,
I think he has a point, though.
You're not in a healthy relationship. No, disagreements happen in healthy
Get
relationships.
Lady Q on the line. Get Lady.
Toxic moments do not happen every day in healthy relationships. No.
But they can happen someday. Can it happen some days?
No, listen. When you said healthy relationships, if I'm in a healthy place in my relationship, what does that mean? Doesn't mean I'm not having disagreements. It doesn't mean I'm not having arguments. Because you can argue in a healthy way. We can have a disagreement in a healthy way in relationship. But saying that you're having toxic things happen every day and you consider that healthy or a positive norm.
Well, he
no.
said toxic moments. Oh, he said happen every day.
Every
Low
day.
self-esteem.
This is the everyday part. It may be not every day, but toxic moments can happen in a healthy relationship, right, Mo? Therapist?
Define that. Because if we're in a toxic place, is our relationship healthy right now?
Go ahead, Jay. Describe toxic.
Because you and I both know that could be it could be here or it could be way there.
Her legs don't got anything toxic. She says she definitely always get excited to this day when she see his name come up in her phone. She get butterflies.
Oh, she get butterflies.
I thought that was dope. Jay is right. You have to honor their feelings. Yes, you got to honor the person. You can't.
I can't. But y'all take it too far with this honoring feelings. I'm not gonna honor your feelings if it literally morally. I'm sitting there going, "There's nothing wrong with what the fuck I just did."
But you're not even open to listening to why they feel that way. You're toxic.
No, because you could be wrong.
But you still have to try to understand the other person.
And I will look at every angle. And if I look at every angle and I come back to I ain't do nothing wrong. I'm not but and let me just say this for all those other people, because I said me calling a woman out her name. Let me talk to all y'all.
Anyone that rocks the boat is considered toxic. Yeah, Rapping Magazine. Go ahead,
yeah. Let me talk to all of y'all with great vocabularies, and all of y'all with who can talk like this the entire time, no matter what's going on, and can use words, and your word game is vicious, and you can still be fucking toxic and be amazingly articulate in your argument and poised. Just because you don't raise your voice doesn't mean you're not toxic. So let's be clear on that. The obvious ones are the obvious ones. The people who manipulate behind the scenes and manipulate your emotions and know how to press your buttons, you're just as toxic as the person who's yelling and going crazy in the house. You're just as toxic.
Why are you yelling? We're just having
Billy's saying he's going to say something foul every day. He's human. So that doesn't make him toxic.
So that's dysfunctional. That's dysfunctional, and you need to find out why you feel so comfortable being in that space. Why is that comfortable for you?
Almost broke me with his toxic ass. I think Billy is right. There is something, because Lady Q can get under my skin at times. So is she being toxic or is she being her? Should I speak on it?
Why it is that you're so triggered by whatever it is that she does.
I was hungry and she was taking forever to cook. Could that be a thing? Like, she know I got to leave for work. Why is she scrolling? She could be focused on finishing up there. If she's trying to cook for me, I appreciate it. But if I got to go to work, shouldn't that be the focus so I can get the stuff so I can go? But I can't say, yo, you taking too long, because then I could cook for myself and then I could do. So what I do? She ain't worrying about me being considerate. But anyway,
I'm gonna give this to God, because there are some things that are beyond my expertise as far as relationships and behaviors.
That word, and this is the problem with words like that. It's like, what's the masculinity, toxic masculinity? These words get used so much that I don't even think we even know the definition of them. That's why I don't even think we understand that somebody saying something that you disagree doesn't automatically mean it's toxic.
No, it doesn't. And because we live in such a heavy driven social media world where people word grab and we take it and we displace it and put it on behaviors as we see fit, it loses its value. It loses its power. So when you're really talking about somebody who has toxic masculinity, or if you're looking at somebody who is a narcissist, which could be a male or a woman, I mean, a male or female. I think because we use it so much,
and subscribe. Go ahead. Yeah, we use it so much that we don't even know what the fuck we're using it for because we use it to describe everything. I'm not a narcissist simply because I like a sandwich without the crust on it. I'm not a narcissist because I like it cut diagonally. Like I need my sandwich cut diagonally. So I can, I'm not. That doesn't make me a narcissist. It just makes I like extra mayo. Like everything is such a narcissist.
Stacey said, calling me a bitch now and then ain't toxic because I can be a bitch. So she's being honest, like, hey,
but I think allowing somebody to call you, allowing your mate to call you a bitch takes safety. It takes understanding, meaning that's the dynamics of your relationship, and you understand that he's not using it in a word to diminish you. He's using it as a word to describe the behavior that you're exuding at the moment. But I don't think that you would allow your significant other to say that word in a way to demonize or diminish the person you are.
Well, I think I'm understanding Billy a little more now. He says, no, there is no day where I don't have a moment where my wife is sick of my shit. Now, the funny thing about that is neither one of y'all are toxic. You could be in a perfect relationship and be sick of each other's shit because you're with each other every damn day.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't, like, what you did may not be toxic. She may not be toxic for being sick of it. You may be so particular about something that it makes her sick, but we use the word toxic all the time to describe something. He loves the silent treatment and I refuse. I will not be a full-grown adult walking around my house intentionally not being spoken to.
Is that toxic, Mo? If I get quiet because I don't want to make it worse, I don't want to piss things off more. So you know what? I just go on my shell and I'm not talking to nobody. Is that make me? Am I toxic for that? Just answer that.
That's unhealthy too, because what you're doing is silently protesting. But listen, you're intentionally withholding conversation from somebody who you know wants to communicate with you.
I can't communicate until we get past that issue because I don't want to. So in order for me not to say something to make it worse, I'm not gonna say nothing. But is it toxic?
My fellow Virgo, that's an intention. That's like a punishment almost. Like you're punishing the other person. Like, you know what?
I'm hurting myself too because I can't ask you for help for something.
I got your number. I'm not gonna say anything. And you know that hurts the other person, that pisses the other person off. So I'm gonna withhold conversation from you. That's weaponized.
I noticed something every time Jay says. Every time he said it always goes back to some shit that he needs. So he's hurting himself. It always goes back to my food not being cooked fast enough.
I am hurting myself. I can't ask you for help. I can't ask you for, hey, where was this at? I can't find something I need. I can't do any of that.
But don't you think I don't
figure it out?
But I don't think that's toxic. I think it's childish because you do understand that you're literally hurting yourself over trying to do what? Like, what are you trying to do?
I need you to understand me, or I don't like how you treated me. I don't like what you said, or you're not getting my point, and you just hollering. And so now you know what? I'm good. I'm not gonna ask you for nothing, because then I ain't gotta worry about you hollering at me if I don't ask you nothing.
What?
Man, I ain't gotta worry about you raising your voice. I ain't gotta worry about debating over this. I ain't gotta worry about arguing nothing.
Okay,
I ain't gonna say nothing to you.
What you just said. Listen, but listen to what you just said, because it's still weaponizing. Okay. You just said, okay, because I ain't getting my way and I don't feel like dealing with you. I just ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just shut down.
Facts.
Okay, and so you know that bothers your significant other, right? So instead of just having
let's have a real conversation then. So stop. I won't go silent if you don't do what you do. You did it first, and then my reaction is to your action.
So you do understand, as the head of your household, that you navigate this story, right? You're the captain of the ship.
All right, let me stop talking. He said, I guess I'm saying something wrong again.
Right?
Go ahead, Mom.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to match energy, or what you perceive as negative energy. You're matching
I'm trying to diffuse it. I don't want to make it worse.
So that's not a way to diffuse. Not when you're weaponizing, yet using your silence as a weapon. No.
Okay. All right. So I don't normally do this, but let me do this. But there is a point. There is a point where if Jay gets frustrated over a raising of the voice and doesn't doesn't, and that shuts him down, then the person who's raising of the voice can't complain because you knew when you raised the voice that he was going to shut down.
So let me ask you something. The person who's the raiser of the voice, right? Person who raised their voice. Is that something that both of you need to come to terms with and work on? Do you think, as the captain of the ship, if she raises her voice,
click the link? If you want to pop on, click the link. I'm not answering your calls. Nope.
Is
Please
it
keep
okay
calling.
to
Nope.
match the energy
On air, I can't answer.
now, or is it for you to use a better tool of redirecting and saying, I really don't like when you holler at me. So maybe it'll be better for us to have a conversation once you calm down, or I don't want to say calm down, because then that that's going to spiral too. But maybe find some words that y'all can use when that happens, so that you're letting the person know right then and there. That's a boundary thing. You're yelling at me. I don't like to be yelled at.
Don't do it.
A lot of people are a silent toxic.
There is silent toxic. Well,
I'm
what you're doing right there is toxicity, because you're weaponizing your silence and you're trying to say that, you know what, I ain't gonna say nothing. The moment that you have that in your mind that, hey, this is the way I'm gonna navigate this conversation or navigate this problem, you add to it.
So KT says this narcissist word is a hot button for me. It's getting thrown around too loosely. Being abused by a narcissist is the closet to evil.
What do you want?
It won't let me in. It says my mic and my camera's blocked.
I'll send it to your cell phone.
Closest to evil you could ever be.
It is.
Being abused by a narcissist is the closest to evil you could ever be.
Yes.
I don't like, even with the narcissist thing. I think it gets they obviously narcissists exist. I just think if you stand up and you believe in something, and there's a certain way that you want to live, and there's a certain way that you will not allow somebody to change the way you would like to live your life and have your life lived in your home, you'll be called a narcissist. Stop feeding him, lady.
Don't pay Stacy no mind. She's the show.
Silent treatment is a form of abuse. I'm not going to take it that far. I'm not going to take
abuse.
It that far.
So
come on, trying.
Because you're weaponizing. It's not that you're saying I'm taking a step back from this and we'll talk about it, when things are more, even kill, when you're not heightened, when I'm not heightened, because just because you're silent doesn't mean that you're not heightened. But to take it and say, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not going to talk to that person. That's weaponizing.
But that's the thing with the weaponizing thing. But a person has a right. A person has a right to say, I no longer want to talk about this. And I really need some time to myself. When a woman does that, it's called healthy. It's called knowing your boundaries. When a woman says, when a woman says, I need time, I don't want to talk. I don't want to communicate. I think the only thing Jay said was the silent treatment. No, I just do not want to. I don't want to have any communication. Those are my boundaries. But when somebody says, well, now he doesn't want to talk, he's using it as a form of punishment. No, I just don't want to.
And what you just said, listen to what you said. You said, when I say, number one, you're telling the other person, I'm putting up my boundaries right now for this situation. I don't want to talk about this anymore right now. I need some time to think or reflect, or whatever words you use. That is a boundary. You're not weaponizing it at that point. What Jay Black is doing, because he just said, I just shut down. I'm just not going to talk. I'm just not going to say nothing to her.
I'm not going to ask you for nothing. Nothing's going to piss you off. I don't say nothing to you. He can't piss you off.
But you can't. You can't do that, Jay Black.
Click the link. Your radio's too loud too. Hello.
It won't let me in. I don't know why it won't let me in.
All right, just say what you gotta say. Just go ahead.
Okay, Mike said at a certain point, the person hollering knows it's going to happen and should right? Yeah. On that same note, if I continuously tell you you're condescending, you're not listening, you keep cutting me off, you're not understanding what I'm saying, and you continue to do those things, do I not deserve the same respect back? So you keep doing the same things that cause me to holler. Why would I not holler? Because you just shut down. Because you're not doing your part in acknowledging my feelings either.
No, what happens is as you begin to speak, I've got questions about something you said, and I'm trying to interrupt you to clarify that point because you keep going on. It's not going to clarify the rest. I need to understand this, and then you get mad. Then you get mad. Well, let me finish. You understand it? Then you get to the end. I go back to my original question. I'm not going to say all that again, and it's a repeated cycle.
No, what happens is you want people to communicate with you how you want them to communicate with you. I'm telling you a story. I'm getting to a point. Your question will be answered if you listen. Your attention span is tiny, so therefore you want to cut me off, and that messes with my attention span. So once again, you want me to cater.
I want you to get to the root.
Attempt to me.
Just get to it, and then
once again, cater to you.
Or
so that's where the yelling comes in because you don't do the same for me. So that's where the anger and the hostility.
And then I'm wrong if I just let you talk at the end. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Because you don't listen.
You weren't paying attention.
Because then you're rude enough. Because then you're rude enough to tune out.
Yeah, because I don't. I'm stuck at that first part. I got a question about that first part of the story, and you won't let me interrupt you to answer that question.
Why don't you take notes so you can remind yourself?
How am I the problem when you not willing to make no adjustments?
All right. Well, thank you for your
answer the question. Answer the question. How am I the problem when I have to make all the adjustments?
We're both making adjustments because I wait till you finish.
I wait.
Do I not wait till you finish and then go back and ask? Wait. Do I not go back after you finish and then ask you my initial question that you said earlier in the story? And then that makes you mad.
Listening, but you're missing the point. You gotta stop. You gotta learn to listen, follow through. Like you're not making any attempts to follow to understand.
Part 3 didn't make sense about it, and part 1 didn't. Like part 1
but
stupid.
I didn't even finish
so
part 1. You cut me off
because I want to understand part 1. Then that'll make me understand.
I'm not even done part 1.
All right. Well, thank you for your call. Thank you. All right, Mo. Break that down, Mo.
So there's so much there to unpack. Number one, you actually validated something that she said when it came to losing like how you check out during the conversation. You validated that when you said because at the end I just be like, oh wow, that was crazy, which signifies and allows her to know that wow, if that's all you had to say out of all of that in between the sandwich, that means that you check it. To her, it signifies that you checked out of the conversation. And
I didn't get the first part, and you won't let me stop you to ask you a question about the first part of the story. You telling me just wait to the end and it makes sense. And I'm like, no, because logically that doesn't make sense because it would have went this way. Why didn't they do that? Well, that ain't how the story went. But I'm trying to clarify something. But I'm wrong if I interrupt you. I'm wrong if I wait to the end to ask questions about the beginning. I'm wrong either way. So that's just crazy. That was crazy.
So now that's a mindset, right? Now you're talking about your mindset and you're applying that mindset to all of the conversations that you and Lady Q have. It's not a one-size-fits-all model. You're like, oh, every time she starts to talk and go to like, I'm shut down. And then when she stops talking, I'll be like, oh, that was crazy. That's
I gotta have a reaction because if I say you want a reaction after you speak, right? So if I don't say nothing, I'm wrong. I gotta say something.
I don't think the reaction is as important as the knowing that you're engaged and you're in tune with whatever it is that she's trying to convey to you. I don't think that's the problem. That's not what I heard. And then the second part that I heard was that you want conversation tailored to what suits you. Not so much as what her communication style is, but you want everything tailored to fit you. So maybe that's a conversation y'all need to have.
All right, Reppin said, growing up, my mom may be talking a little too much. Pops would say, I heard all I'm going to hear. And that was the end of that. 60 years married. Okay, well, maybe
that's my line. I heard all I'm going to hear.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Don't say that.
Don't do that. And I wouldn't say talk to a lot of older couples because I have a lot of older couples in my family that are married. And sometimes they will tell you, I just shut up and do what my wife says. That's how it works. But does it mean they're happy? We're talking about stepping away from the generational relationship structures of our parents, grandparents, and so forth. Happiness, healthy communication. We're trying to build those type of that type of legacy.
That's the other thing, Billy Edwards. My wife says, I don't want to talk no more. Immediately after she's preached the sermon. Let me tell you why women also have this trait of wanting it their way. You give me this long dialogue, this long monologue, right? And this is what pisses a woman off, right? And I give you a 5-word answer. And you go, and that's what you got from that? That's the fuck I got from that. Just because you use 6,000 words doesn't mean that I got more than what you wanted me to get. That's what I got from that. I got that you're this. I got that you feel this. And then when a man doesn't give the long answer back, then you're just gonna push it to the side with that. No, that's really just how I feel about what you just said. And God forbid y'all give us a monologue and y'all get all into it and y'all think that's gonna change how important this topic is to me. And I go, I still don't see it. So and then we're wrong if we do that. If we cut to the chase, you want to annoy somebody, when you cut to the chase and get to the meat and potatoes of what you're really mad about, women get frustrated. But I just told you what you're really mad about, and you know I'm right. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm right.
And you was writing notes saying that I was right, Mike? When Lady Q was talking?
No, I was writing notes. I was writing notes saying, Lady Q, I'm trying to be heard. Jay Black's situation is, I would like to get to the real issue of this.
But there's no express train in conversation and communication. You want a quick fix, because it's uncomfortable. Let's unwrap this. It's uncomfortable for you to be in those type of conversations. You want to get straight to the point and be done with it. That's not how this goes. Sometimes people have to express and tell the whole story so that you can get the whole point of whatever it is that they're trying to convey to you.
The reason
you want oatmeal in the microwave, okay?
The reason why I want to get straight to the point is because the more you talk, the more you start thinking of other shit. And then we veer off into a whole nother world of something that we weren't talking about.
That's so true.
I want to go to this point because I'm telling you, I don't have time I don't get this 35 minutes back. So please, can we stick to the point? Because if that's the case, we're opening up if that's the case, okay, cool. Since we're going to go all over the place, now I'm going to go all over the place. Since we're not going to talk about the topic, now since we want to veer off, I'm going to veer off. So now what we're going to do is have a 5-hour conversation where nothing gets handled because we didn't stick to the point. What is it on this conversation that you want to accomplish? That's all I want.
Maybe if you engage in consistent, healthy communication and dialogue with each other.
Got you.
Where you got this power hour, 5-hour, match of this. And then another thing. Wait a minute. Now, since you're talking about this, let's go back to this.
What did Lady Q say? What was that thing? She said he literally only engages with me when he wants or needs.
Bacon.
Oh boy.
That's a lie.
Jay, I'm trying.
She be lying.
I'm trying.
You can't even
I'm trying.
For that comment.
She be lying.
You can't even
all right.
For that comment.
He literally only engages with me when he wants or needs something. So when I attempt to have basic conversation, he's not interested, and that's the root. All right, she went to the root. I asked her the root. She went to the root.
But she like your oatmeal in the microwave real quick. She just served it to you piping hot. She just told you.
Lady Q feels unappreciated. What are you talking about, Ash? That is not what you got out of that.
She's feeling unheard. Unheard does lead to being felt like unappreciated. She said you only do this when you need something.
God, that's not true.
Oh God, it gets worse. She says, but let me not pay attention to him and he gets the pouting.
But that is true.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Detected.
All right, we got to change this up. I don't know how this got to me.
Go ahead. Lady Q said, I don't feel appreciated.
Unappreciated.
I don't feel unappreciated. I did it again. I don't feel unappreciated, Cousin Ass, because I know he does, but I don't feel seen some days. She's the invisible woman.
What do
you mean? She runs everything.
But
Lady Q, that was a big statement you just made. All right.
Oh God, the pep rally, Mike. Can we change topics, please? Like, what are we doing?
Happy marriage is
Wait,
not
most
about.
that I should see my point. Hold up, read what most.
Jay, I see your point. You just want to understand each point before moving to the next point.
Yes,
Yeah, because
yes,
when it goes
yes.
to the next thing,
Yes,
So,
Mo. That's
you know
it.
what you can do? You see what Michael Sean was,
you
and
gotta
I'm
take notes with these hoes. No, I'm playing.
No, Mo Jenkins. Mo got it.
In conversation, though, for you, because that's what you need in order to get through it. That is a tool that people use in conversation, especially if it's agreed upon. Hey, I want to start writing down, taking notes. I'm listening to you. I'm fully invested in your conversation, but I want to take notes because I want to make sure that I respond to everything it is that you need responded to. So, Michael Sean, you were spot on with the notes.
But I'm telling you, that goes over.
I agree, because you don't want to pull out pen and paper on somebody and they be like, "Oh, that's what we doing."
But the problem with that, and you're right, the problem with that, and I want to say it, people think you're being sarcastic, and I'm not being sarcastic, because then I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna strike a nerve too. I'll say, I'm just writing this stuff down. So that's what you're doing now. You got to write notes when because you're saying a lot, and people will take that as you saying a lot. As I just took a shot.
No.
But you saying a lot, but you are. And when a person goes, yeah, I ain't saying that much, it should be obvious. Well, obviously it's not obvious to me. I'm looking at a bill. Sorry. I got ADD. I'm sorry. I didn't know I got this.
Spankies. She says Spankies coming out.
But it's tough. I mean, when you married for that long and you in a house there, it's tough. But this is the thing, when a woman says, I don't feel seen, everybody, the pep rally does pop up.
Right? Lady Q, I know he a handful. K-Dave, somebody said I was a handful.
I think it goes for men and women, though. I think that communication is important for both sides.
Thank you.
You will never want to leave your mate not feeling seen, but also don't overuse that either. Because people, be like, well, I don't feel like I'm being seen. No. That's a real thing for men and women. It's a real thing. And being seen means different things to different people. Lady Q is telling you exactly. She gave you the recipe. She's telling you exactly.
But if I
Lady Q said Jay wants it in 25 seconds. Okay. She just said, but I haven't made the point yet.
You know darn well, but what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I've been trying to, like, you just said it though. Like, let me understand. Thank you, Mo Jenkins. I saved your comment.
Even to us, like, okay, yeah. So what happened then? Like, what was the end result?
All right, so Jay, get to what? Do you have did you say you had some clips?
I had a couple of clips about work,
and then I'm gonna get to the friend that everybody needs. Go ahead.
No, I saw this postal worker. She lost her job, Mike. I felt bad for her. She posted something online, and they took that as Bible and the truth, and they end up firing her based off of this.
There is none. There's no benefits, especially as a CCA. Okay, there are no benefits. Donald Trump. Yo, stop writing them letters on them fucking mailboxes like I'm about to read it. You ain't reading that shit. Say that shit for a mail carrier that's gonna read it. Cause it's not gonna be me. Bitch, I'm gonna put these packages in your mail wherever the fuck mailbox I feel like putting it in. Yo, they fired me for that video, yo. They fired me for that video. USPS fired me for that video.
So they fired her because she said she's gonna put the mail in any mailbox she want to, even though she didn't do that. I thought that was foul.
So first of all, I want to know who your coworker you done pissed off that turned the video in the first place.
Wait a second. Wait. Why are you talking shit if you need your job? See, y'all wanna pop off when you need the check. See, you can't get on this phone and pop off when you need the check. If you're gonna pop off, you better pop off knowing that the 501k is packed and the mutual funds are good and the money is good. You can't say, I'm not gonna read a letter that somebody leaves in the mailbox giving you instructions on something and then get mad when you get fired. Because sometimes people leave a letter in there saying that this or that or whatever it may be. You can't talk shit and act like you don't need the job. And then when you lose the job, be surprised. Bitch, you shouldn't have popped off. Y'all don't be built for the pop off.
The blowback.
You're not built.
So you can't play. You can't pull from UPS. Like, man, I'm gonna ship this package from Cali to Philly instead of New York.
No. If I want the job, no. If I need the job, no.
Even though you know you're not doing it, you just goofing off.
How they know? How they know? What happens when something doesn't show up? When by mistake, I actually do make a mistake on a transaction, on a shipment, or there's something that you mess up a mailbox and you give another mailbox their stuff. What type of child risks your health benefits and risk your check and risk how you make a living because you wanna pop off on a fucking social media platform?
Everything ain't content. Lady, you told me everything is content, KD. Everything is content.
Yeah, and guess what? If you think everything is content, make sure you don't give a damn about that job when they see the content.
Damn, Jeanette said, "Oh well, she disrespectful." I thought she was gonna get some pity. Like, dog, people like Ash always something. I ain't posting nothing at my job. It ain't worth losing it. But I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong with her joking, unless she did this.
Yeah, unless you're on her mail route.
Boxes like I'm about to read it. You're not even reading that shit. Say that shit for a mail carrier that's gonna read it, cause it's not gonna be me. Bitch, I'm gonna put these packages in your mail wherever the fuck mailbox I feel like putting it in. Y'all, they fired me for that video, yo. They fired me for that video.
And then she go on and on and on and on and on talking about it.
Her dumb ass got a kid in her hand and she want to play and make a fucking video about her job. You got a fucking kid. When y'all gonna grow up? Like, when are y'all really gonna grow up?
It's like the nurse with the shirt. There's certain things that you just can't do.
You made a post that said, I'm not going to do my job properly. Yeah. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think was going to happen if a supervisor or somebody saw it?
And she definitely like at work. They ain't just come up on that was like a happenstance.
That's like somebody I'm trying to say, that's like somebody saying they letting somebody in free at a job. And they joking about, I'll be letting my friends in free at a job.
Anybody free. I be letting anybody in free.
What you think's gonna happen?
They go and investigate you and then realize it ain't true, and then you're fine. Like, I was just playing.
You can't put that out.
Maybe documented, but you ain't gonna get fired.
You can't put that out there for your establishment to take it when you're a public service and the people watching it can take it some type of way. Yeah, I have no sympathy for this.
All right, well, let's go on. That was one job I had. Here's another job. You done seen this happen time and time again.
Then yeah, just post on social media.
So Glorilla, she was getting some shots at her. She says she need a personal assistant, Mike. So if you want a side job, check this out.
What else you gotta do? You really just gotta do whatever the fuck I
First off, it's $550 a week. She's gonna pay you for a personal assistant. $550.
tell you to do. Really, let me be professional. Shit. Like if I need, like you're really my errand runner. If I need you to go to the store, pick up what I need because I can't go in the store, bitch. Run all my errands for me, and I really don't have much of them to run. I be hungry all the time. Yeah, you really gotta know all my sizes and shit. Like if I need you to go buy something comfortable for me to wear or any of it, gotta know my sizes, what I wear, my shoe sizes, what I eat, what I drink and shit, so you can have my little shit ready. I got your border wars, I got your fruit you like, this your snack that you like, you know what I'm saying? Remind me of shit I gotta do. It's not that hard. Super simple.
It's super simple. $550 a week, Mike.
Let's start off with an inhaler.
Yeah, she being a person who suffered from asthma. That made me. That's what a personal assistant does. But
that's what they kill her saying that she should be paying more than $550.
Yeah, she should be paying more than $550
a week. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah,
how much should she be getting paid? How much should she be paying?
Shit, you got to give me a salary
for a personal assistant. $550 a week. That's nothing.
You want me to know your habits? You want me to know what you like? You want me to know what you're allergic to? You want me to know when you like it? You want me to know what sizes you are? You want me to know what type of shit that you like to wear? You want me to be able to, and you want me to be on call?
And at 1 o'clock in the
I've
morning,
been a personal assistant
my
before.
personal assistant gonna go get it.
Not for $550 a week.
Not for
And that's your
$550.
only job.
I was a personal, but everything that she said is true as far as what is expected of you.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with her how she described it, regardless of how unconventional. There's nothing wrong with what she said. That is, a personal assistant is your errand runner, but $550, break that down in a week, 7 days.
They said $13.75 in the comments. They was killing it. They was like, you paying somebody $13.75?
That's the minimum wage. Yeah, less than minimum wage.
And if you're paying that much, you're gonna have to get a young person who lives at home, who's doing this because they number one want to get into the business, number two because they're number two because they could be a fan of yours, and you're gonna have to deal with somebody who made that. If you want a responsible person, you're not paying them $550 a week for a personal assistant.
Billy said, so she want a husband.
Yeah. How about that? I thought about that first.
Yeah, you do got to be in business meeting. When I first, I guess I don't care. When I was getting $5,000 a month to start for the first 3 to 6 months to see how it went before they give you more money.
But
So-
look how long ago that was.
And that was back in 2003.
That's a long time ago.
But $5K a month to be a personal
It would
assistant.
probably be $10,000 a month at minimum.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. To start off, you gotta see how things work out first, and then you get up to that point.
No.
No, I mean,
What?
if you started now, that
Oh, now.
5,000 would
You
have
mean,
to be
20 years
10,000.
later.
She
Okay,
just said minimum. She gave her minimum wage to know to be at your every beck and call. You obviously, what is she worth? Because obviously her money ain't worth.
No,
I guess is what it's worth to her.
Then-
I
then
thought
she's not
5K
looking for
minimum. Well, they
someone
were
with
saying 4K.
references. You're looking for a do boy then, because you're not looking for someone with references. Someone you have to have.
No,
especially
they do
with her.
business meetings
You
too.
want
They gonna end
someone
up.
to sign an NDA. You want someone who is not. You don't got to worry about stealing from you because you're giving them your credit card information. All of this stuff.
She's my wife. She do get paid. She get a stipend too. So what? She does.
What's her
She get
stipend?
paid.
550.
Well, she-
What's her stipend? What's her stipend?
She
She
gets
making
paid
more than
every month.
Glorilla. Because Glorilla's
Every
personal
2
assistant, she does more than Glorilla's personal assistant.
Lady Q has her own business. She do a lot. But personal assistants, you got to be in business meetings too, though. You got to take flights, but you also got to get the dog groomed at the groomer. You also got to go pick up that food.
This shit said her net worth is a range between 1 million and 15 million. That's a huge fucker. Just say you don't know. Just say you don't know what her damn net worth is. With most
Can't say,
credible
go to the
sources
store, get
citing
some-
a range of 2 million to 3 million. Her wealth is driven by so we'll say 2 million. So
It's
she ain't
perks
really
that come with it too, being Glorilla's assistant. I'm sure of it. You're gonna get perks. You're gonna get free stuff. You're gonna get the sneakers too. You're gonna get some.
that
of the
ain't
other
paying my
stuff.
rent. That's not paying my rent.
Well,
No,
That's
well,
not paying my rent.
Billy said something very interesting. He said
What?
she's from Memphis. She's thinking poor.
Go to the store and get some Sour Patch Kids and ginger ale.
That's what you gotta do.
Glow.
And you gotta go with me to this business meeting at the record label. And you gotta go to me to this show.
How
and
about
I'm
this?
gonna-
How about this? You don't need a personal assistant right now. How about this, Glow? You don't.
I think she do.
You don't. Unless the personal assistant actually lives with you, so they don't have to pay their own rent or their own mortgage. You really don't. Unless you're gonna have them live with you and that's gonna be their job, and that's going, then you can say, dog, you're not even paying room or board. I can give you $500 a week. You can just live in this house and then just take care of my needs. What's the next video clip?
All right, next video. I think this is a male Karen, but who's wrong? He's riding his bike. Your car is parked in the bike lane. Who's wrong?
All this space right here, he can go around.
You have to go into the road with
You can go around. You can go around. Go ahead and call.
Wait, I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see something. Try to be nice. Try to be respectful.
I don't care what you're trying to be.
What are you trying to be? All I'm asking is if you can move your car off the bike lane into this side road. It would take 10 seconds to move it around the corner. You're not going to move your car. Okay, record me.
We have all the space right here for him to go around. They sell the lemonade. We got this. He wants to be that guy. You want to be that guy? You want to be that guy? So go ahead, be that guy.
Yeah, I'm being that guy.
Go
You're
ahead.
being such an example for your kids
Go
right in
ahead.
front of you.
Be that guy.
My wife
Look at
rode
this.
her bike past.
So he's parked in the bike lane, Mike.
He is
Who's
wrong.
right? Who's
He's
wrong?
wrong.
He's wrong.
The car is wrong for being in the bike lane, or the
car's
bike
wrong,
is
isn't
good?
it? No,
He's
the car.
wrong.
The car's wrong. I mean,
And if you're a bike rider, you will understand what he said. Oh, all you gotta do is all the space. If you're riding and you're moving fast, and I gotta abruptly stop because you're in a lane, no, I can't swerve off into traffic. That's in danger.
Yeah, K-Day, that dude is hilarious.
Yeah.
I saw it. I said, "What Mike and Mo gonna say?"
I mean, he's wrong. And if he's parked in a bike lane and he knows his kids are selling lemonade, that means he's going to be there for a minute. So he might as well park around and
Right
and
there.
just.
He said you could have parked right on the side.
So
But
the
it's
guy
not-
with the car is wrong. So y'all
He's
both
wrong.
agree.
He's parked in the bike lane. I don't know how we can.
But couldn't the guy just went around and been kept about his business? And
But the whole point of the bike lane is so that he doesn't go into traffic. That's the whole point of the bike lane.
I thought there was a male carrying being extra. He calling the cops and doing all that.
No, the dude, but he's there. Like, is he being extra? Yeah. Is he gonna turn this into a whole issue? I would have just been like, yo, you're an asshole. I wouldn't even have stopped. I'd be like, here go, dickhead, and ran around. But if we're asking who's wrong,
Right.
he's not supposed. And when the cop comes, he's gonna have to either move the car or
He's
get a
gonna have to
ticket.
I might just get the ticket in that case, just
See.
because.
See.
Because this white man is now he's
Ego.
trying to.
That's
Ego.
like right.
That's
Ego.
a lot. This white
Ego.
guy, man, I can see that irritating my soul.
Why?
Just
Because
go
you
around.
broke
Ain't
them.
no
because
cars coming. Did you see what? No cars coming.
At that particular moment, there are no cars coming. But the bottom line is there are going to be cars coming, and you specifically are parked in the bike lane.
That white boy said, "I got time today, and I'm going to harass you
Yes.
until you move."
Because you
I
know
don't
what?
care.
He probably isn't. He looks like an avid bike rider, and that day he probably was just fed up with every time that he gets to a certain point in the road or whatever that there's a car there. The bike lane is specifically for people who bike.
Sean said they both are wrong. It depends on how I'm feeling. So she can feel one
No,
way or the other.
I mean, listen, the bike guy.
I say, listen.
Dog. All you people who come to my mail store, look, I said my mail store. Y'all park on the curb and y'all know it's illegal. Y'all know it's illegal.
I almost did that.
And y'all know it's illegal. And every once in a while, there'll be the person, I don't know if he's a cop, but they send him out every once in a while to start giving tickets. He can give a ticket. And y'all get pissed. What are you getting pissed about? You know you're wrong.
I was going to be quick. I was just dropping his damn package off.
And guess what? You see how crowded it is in here. And now y'all want to rush me. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now. When you come in there and you tell me, oh, yeah, I parked in the front. I'm trying to make this fast. It's not going to be fast.
Not going to be fast.
Unless I know you.
Well, I've already
Everything else.
got my label in there. Like when Lady keeps shipping out for Woke Up Inspired, the label's already done. All I gotta do is drop it off. You just gotta scan and get my receipt.
And
so I can track
sometimes it don't scan because the barcodes are off on the label. Sometimes the label, your printer wasn't right and it can't scan. Sometimes y'all want to do USPS, which is another step, which means now I gotta actually do 3 other steps. So now it's gonna take a few minutes. Don't think you're gonna ship some shit and you're gonna put some pressure on me because you parked illegally and there's a
And they
space.
keep turning back, looking like, hurry up.
Hey, keep looking.
Looking back at their car, like, hurry up. How long is this gonna take?
Sometimes I be real with you. I'm like, listen, you might want to go get that car and put it in a parking spot. I got all your information. Just go park it, and I can start to. But y'all, you know you wrong.
Yeah.
And when they started handing out tickets, I walked out there and watched them hand out tickets so I could sit out there and just giggle.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
See?
Yeah.
See? There's
I
Mo.
parked in. Yeah, I got packages to return, and all you got to do is scan it.
No, all you gotta do is scan it, but you didn't know there was a line. You came in, you ain't know. You got behind somebody doing an international, and now also, but can you just get? No, I can't. No, just no. This is going.
Can I just leave it here?
You can take that chance. Go ahead. You can take that chance. It's how much you care. It depends on how much you care about it. Well, all right. I wanted to play this. This is, and then I'll be out of here. This is something nice. Something nice.
Okay.
Just something nice. And this is from an old show that I used to watch all the time called The West Wing. Let me make sure I got this joint.
Very quiet. Your job might see this, and then they gonna fire you. You know, you chill, Mike.
Yeah, they know because they all do it. They all do it because y'all be coming in there pushy. Y'all be coming in there y'all, man. I ain't got time to get into this. Yeah, but most of y'all are great people. So basically, this is a friend that realizes in The West Wing that his boy's in trouble and his job's in jeopardy. And these are, I'm not saying every friend should be like this. I'm just saying you have to have one or two in your life that are down. So he's going to tell him a story. So the dude's in jeopardy of losing his job. And he's like, he's frantic. And dude just all of a sudden jumps into a story, something that Jay Black would hate because he cut him off and like, what's it got to do with this? But you got to listen to the whole story. And he gives him a nice, this is nice. Everyone needs this type of friend.
This guy's walking down the street when he falls in the hole. The walls are so steep he can't get out. A doctor passes by and the guy shouts up, "Hey, can you help me out?" The doctor writes a prescription, throws it down in the hole and moves on. Then a priest comes along and the guy shouts up, "Father, I'm down in this hole, can you help me out?" The priest writes out a prayer, throws it down in the hole and moves on. Then a friend walks by. "Hey Joe, it's me, can you help me out?" And the friend jumps in the hole. Our guy says, "Are you stupid? Now we're both down here." The friend says, "Yeah, but I've been down here before and I know the way out." As long as I got a job, you got a job, you understand?
And there it is.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
You know, Mike, I've always said that, I wish I had a me for me.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what that clip made me think of. I wish I had a me for me.
God.
I don't know if that was deep. That was.
So I feel bad because I feel like you don't feel like you have a person who will actually.
It's different. Like, I know that y'all ride for me. It's different.
Nah, I got it. No, but I get it. I understand.
I am to people on a daily basis. I know that if the tables had to flip, that I would not have a me for me. Yeah.
Whew. Fuck.
It's okay. It's okay. I know you care about me. I know that y'all care about me.
You want a female me for you, like a female?
Not necessarily. It doesn't have to necessarily be. I'm just saying what I put out into the world, what I put out into others, what I put out into organizations, into regular life, that I know that I don't have someone that would pour back into me the same way.
That's deep.
Nobody trusts me. Nobody.
Had to break that moment up because I think but I think no, but I honestly think that I think there are more people watching right now that have that same feeling that they don't have. I wish I had a me for me that goes out of their way and extends themselves for other people. Why y'all gotta be all serious at the end of the show and shit? Really? I didn't know. I thought we're gonna leave on a high.
I'm about to sign up to be Glorilla's personal assistant now. Shoot.
Sean says she feel you, Mo. She feel the same. And she gotta stop expecting me from others. You gotta basically check yourself.
Yes.
Before you wreck yourself.
All right. Damn.
So Lady Q don't feel seen. Sexy Mo. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, not, okay.
Don't do that. Listen.
All right.
All
right. I ain't say it. Somebody else was thinking it though. Greenborn said, I feel like that too. Wow, look at the pep rally now, Mike. They got a little something going on.
Yeah.
It's lonely out here in these streets. Thank you for the free therapy today. Good show. Thanks for helping me see I'm not the crazy one. I love that LaShawn Wells said.
See, Queen Born feel the same. Nobody loves me. She put the ducks for herself.
The fuck, everybody's in. JB still feeling away.
I ain't feeling away. She said she ain't feel seen. I gotta go have a conversation to figure this out. We gotta go get her a car. So how do you not feel seen when you trying to pick out a car? Like
that's out of necessity.
Shut up. Shut up.
That's your assignment, to be that to others. I understand. Fuck.
To be that to others.
I thought that clip was gonna leave like we're gonna be.
But everybody don't need all of that. Like if I need to holler at Mike, yo, Mike, let me tell you this, boy. Like that's it. I don't need to. I guess that would be me for me though. I guess because that's how I would.
Of grace to understand that you do need that. You do need a you for you. You do need somebody to pour into you the same way that you pour into other people.
Lady Q.
You deserve that.
Yeah, that's why we locked in.
Person. Okay, yes.
Yeah, but then you got that. That's why she's saying whatever you. That's you always want something from her. You always need, but she need being seen.
Take.
So what I'm supposed to do, man?
We ain't got time for this.
We ain't got time for that. Okay. All right.
We ain't got
a whole nother show.
Y'all gonna have a talk. She want to be seen. She want to be seen.
I guess to be happy in a relationship, I gotta be like Cousin Ash. Okay.
This is the bull. Why would you take a shot at Cousin Ash for no reason? Why would you deflect to take a shot at her man? Because
I gotta be Cousin Ash because they happy, so that's what we gotta do. I gotta put my hat down so you can't see me.
To do.
Oh man.
Okay. Because we love Cousin Ash.
For those who, most of y'all know who watched the show. You taking a shot. Jay Black thinks money fixes everything. LaShawn said Jay Black thinks money fixes everything.
It does.
Oh fuck.
Because you need money to buy flowers. You need money to pay for that hotel room.
Terrible.
God damn. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Because I can never
my
be
man
that.
fine. Don't nobody see your man. I don't know if your man Dr. Umar. Our man could be Dr. Umar for all I know under that hat. All you see is a chin and a beard.
Understand, there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed: it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness, and never let anyone, any circumstance, take it from you. God got me. God got us. From Michael Shaw and Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Kamari, Amani, Dr. Aaron Smith, Cousin Ash's baby dad. So Lady Q woke up inspired. If you want your merch, go to Woke Up Inspired. You can get anything, put on anything. I got my saying put on a mug. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I got my brand on the back. If you have that vision, you want to make that happen, go to wokeuppinspired.com and they can make it happen for you. Also, look at all the merch that they got on here. They got a bunch of merch, so check that out. We're gone. Go on.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.